conservative new media peeps, and Game of Thrones fans all around the world. What's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion and Super Genius, joined by my wife, Salma, and we're talking about Game of Thrones.
Everyone.
Dude, the final episode, the finale of this season, it was just way out there in my personal opinion. First of all our personal opinion only, not alleging any facts or casting any aspersion over hearing personally. Please check the disclaimers. This, Salma, was a crazy finale. And it set up a lot of cliffhangers, in my opinion. I mean, we had start to finish all kinds of stuff. Where with Stannis and that whole fight with the Bolton situation there.
Let me say something. I think this season wasn't the season of royalties. Because almost everyone with a seat of power had a terrible, terrible fate.
They got punked.
Exactly. Like, what happened with Sansa? Sansa escaping with Theon. That was crazy. And her sister, Arya. I mean, she became blind.
It was
really weird.
We don't know what's going on.
Exactly. Targaryen queen, the dragon queen. I don't know what fate she will have. We will figure out in the next season, definitely after 10 months. And let's talk about Jon Snow. I mean,
Wait
oh my God.
I have to question. Hold on, you're jumping ahead. We gotta stop. And we got to talk about each of these situations right here. Number one, I have to question the judgment of a lot of characters in there. Let's talk about this. You are Daenerys Targaryen, the queen of dragons, the mother of dragons, and you're all the way up there. And all of a sudden, you just escaped. And now you just want to go right back. Dude, your dragon Drogon, he's like punked out. He's tired. He wants to sleep. And so you're out in the middle of nowhere. So what do? You leave that safe big dragon and you just wander out there nowhere. And the next thing she knows, she's just surrounded by all these horse dudes and stuff like that. So that's a crazy situation. What are you thinking? You don't even have any weapons.
But she kind of was forced because she was saying, there's no food here. Maybe she was hungry. God knows what happened. But I think she was like, trying to find some kind of, a point of escape.
Not a good plan, in my opinion. Not a good plan. We're going to see how it works out. And then Arya goes on her little assassin situation there. And then it's like, okay, she puts it back. And then the one dude dies, but it's not him, and he's over there, and then he keeps pulling on his mask. I don't know. Is she under some kind of spell? Is there some hallucinogenic going on here? What's happening? We don't know about that. And then,
I actually didn't really get how she became blind. I mean, I didn't really understand this,
knows what's happening.
Step. Because she wasn't in contact with anything except for the mask that she kept pulling from each
we don't know what's happening. Stannis versus Brienne of Tarth, face to face. Stannis was taking out some people. I mean, his people deserted him. And then, the Melisandre, Lady Melisandre, the woman in red and stuff like that, she goes back there into Castle Black and stuff like that. And Castle Black, I mean, we had all kinds of traitor situations there. They called Jon Snow a traitor, but it was more like A2 Brute when the little dude, they all went and stabbed him. And what's going to happen with that? That's how the show ends, but there's so much more to talk about. What about the Lannister daughter getting killed with that poisonous kiss?
Yeah, Marcella. I mean, I don't know. Elia did she poisoned the girl.
Tricky,
but she had the antidote.
sneaky.
She was saved by her antidote. But God knows what will happen with the daughter of.
And what's the fallout there? What about that ruler there? He told her he believed in second chances, but not third, and she went off and did it anyway. She's crazy. She wants us to. What's happening with that situation? And now we've got. Well, we're going to talk about seriously. We're going to talk about that. Well, hold on. What about Tyrion in charge of Marine? And now he's got Varys right there too, dude. I mean, we've got the Mother of Dragons gone. We've got Mormont gone. The other part. And now you've got Tyrion in charge of Marine. What's going to happen with that? That creates a whole situation. But yes. Let's bring it all full circle, even though it ended on that Jon Snow situation, which is absolutely super huge. And that's a super cliffhanger, but we gotta talk about this, what do we call it? The walk of shame, the confession, the atonement, and then that Frankenstein's monster, if you will, type of dude. I mean, what kind of foul magic is that maester practicing there? But let's talk about that whole confession. What was that?
I think Cersei made the whole thing up just to get away from this jail, if you want to call it like this.
Oh, she confessed, she only confessed a little part of it.
No. She lied. She lied in order to.
Well, she lied too.
Get out from the jail and go to the castle where she belonged. And there she will do some kind of plan, I think.
No, of course she's gonna do. She's Cersei Lannister. Of course she's gonna do a plan.
She has to
confessed one thing, but there were many other things that she didn't confess. And then she thought she was gonna get back, but then they just stripped her naked. And they made her walk in there shouting, chanting shame, shame, shame in front of all the people. Total humiliation. What was that about?
We say always like this. Who laugh at the end.
Who laughs best laughs last.
Exactly.
Or something like that, right?
Exactly. So I think she did, how can I say it? She did whatever she can do in this terrible situation.
And they cut her hair.
Exactly. In this terrible situation, she gave up a lot of things in order just to escape this jail. And believe me, she will get her revenge. We'll see that in the next season.
And what do you make of that monster who looked like
Frankenstein.
He looked like he looked even bigger than the mountain, dude. I mean, this guy was just monstrous and clad in that armor. Oh, he looked purple or blue.
Yes,
like a
hematomas,
monster.
I don't know. We will see all this, everything in the next.
How exciting! I mean, what is your overall feeling with this series, with this season, if you will? We saw a lot of things. We saw a White Walker being battled. We saw the dragons in play. It's setting it all up. I mean, this season, I think, was setting the table that we're making a shift away from, if you will, the sort of normal human politics and vying for power in Westeros into these larger mythological and supernatural powers, whether they be the White Walkers with the King of the Night, or whether it be the dragons, or even Melisandre with some of that blood magic.
Yeah, first of all, generally speaking, this season was really, really slow. The first episodes, there's not that much was going on in the season, but the last 3 episodes was crazy. Last week we had this according in my personal opinion, this scene where the Targaryen the Dragon Queen was attacked by all these people, and she escaped with the dragon. That was really, really, really
awesome.
good. And what I'm trying to say is that this season was really slow. The last 2 episodes, tons of things.
A lot of action. What do you think about next season? What's going to happen? Next
season I hope to have answers to this terrible fate that everyone with a seat of power had in this last couple of episodes. And obviously can't wait to see the next season.
There's so many questions. What happens to Daenerys? She's surrounded now by those horse people and stuff like that. What happens to Drogon? Is he going to come in there and save her and recharge and grow even bigger? What about the other dragons? What's going to happen down in Marine now with Tyrion and Varys there in charge? What about Jon Snow? Is he dead and gone? Or will Melisandre, resurrect him? She's there at Castle Black too. And what about the army of the Night there and the White Walkers as they advance? What about the wildlings now? Now that Jon Snow, he's the one that freed him, and now he's dead. What are they going to do to the Night's Watch?
Definitely, there's a lot of questions. We want to know what will happen with Sansa, what will happen with Arya, what will happen with the Targaryen, the Dragon Queen, what will happen with Jon Snow, what will happen, it's really crazy. This episode, the last...
How about that woman there? there it's always hooking up with that Bolton dude with that bow. She got punked. And Theon broke out of his insane reek personality, if you will, and now they're on the run. And what about Brienne? There's so many things now that are really sort of, I think it sets it up. A lot of question marks.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about this season? What do you think about this finale? A lot of things to talk about right now. We want to hear from you. Give us comments below. Please subscribe. Please rate this video up. Also, please post it on your social networking sites. Thanks so much for watching. I'm John D. Villarreal, the 4-time national champion
I'm Salma Maria.
super genius. Villarreal.
Okay,
Weirdo. Get it right. I love it. We're happy that you guys watch this video. We love Game of Thrones. We love to do we watch it every Sunday, and we're excited for next season. What do you think about that? We'll see you next time.